Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and you're very welcome back to another episode of Conversations with Cornelius. I'm your host, Cornelius Patrick O'Sullivan, and today I am in the good room, or just, well, that's what we call it, the good room in this house. Well, I call it that. Noel calls it the room that's falling down. We're in the falling down room, and because she runs my world, I owe her everything. Today I'm joined by two guests, and one of which is not Noelle. She's far too busy. First guest is sitting to my left. For those looking on YouTube, I think that's on the right-hand side of me, or is it on the left-hand side? I don't know, but it's my left as I talk to you.
How are you getting on? What's great?
Good. I've given you your full intro.
Oh yeah, no better. I'm just trying to stop you from talking because you sound very annoying. Nasally.
Yeah, I have a very bad hay fever. Woke up with extremely bad hay fever, guys. But the only thing that can kind of remedy it is if you sign up to the Patreon, which is €5 a month, and the link is in the description. We got one new sign up on the Patreon last week, which
really?
is great. Yeah.
Who was that? What I don't call him a dope,
or just kind of cash money is all I see coming in. You know,
you don't look at the name, but it's just literally a €5
next.
Yeah.
Michael O'Sullivan. Thank you, Michael.
Michael, fair play. Where's Michael from?
Is he a relative?
No, that's Michael in Texas. He is a relative, Michael in Texas.
And
unless it's his nephew, which it could be. And if it is Mike, thank you for that. But if it isn't, thank you also for that.
You didn't even look up who he was. You don't care.
How ungrateful.
I don't know.
You just
I'm not part of it. Like.
Listen, mate.
Would you not say, give him a mail and say thanks very much for joining up?
Yeah, but he only signed up this morning. And today.
So get on. What time is it?
Well, I'm doing this now.
10:20.
Literally, I'd say about 5 minutes before you came in, and I had to put this up my nose, get my juice. I haven't had time. But Michael, I just want to say, this is actually, I'm going to do something better. Michael, thank you for signing up to Patreon. You're very welcome. That cash is not... speaking of cash, actually, I better bring you on first. To my left, right, is the most underwhelming regular guest that I ever have on here. He's it's a charity. It's a the way I look at this is, I pass away. I've done a lot of bad things in my life, right? I pass away. God is like, oh, he's 50-50. And then Gabriel will be like, do you remember you used to let the slow child?
Thank you.
And he'll be like, all right, go on, in you go, Con.
So am I getting karma points for this by helping you outreach the murder one?
I suppose you can have a few karma points as well.
There we go.
You know, I don't mind as long as I get into pearly gates. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the Mind Guy.
Thanks very much. Thanks for having me.
You're very
Appreciate
welcome.
it. Yeah, it's
no
good
problem.
To be here.
Yeah. I was looking at the Patreon actually as we bring it up. You used to be a member of the
I used to be. No, in fairness, my card, my finances declined. Is that
we'll chip in and see his finances declined?
Well, no, but I can't actually.
Wait till he gives you the cash there now in a few minutes.
Yes, he's going over to fucking America. He owns property in Mexico. He's kind of a.
I actually love to go back and support you. I really love to.
No problem, man. The link is in the bio.
I'll have a look at that.
Our future patron and former patron, but present just guest, the Mind Guy.
Thank you. Thanks for
bring him on now as well.
So what will I do now?
If you chirp in with some kind of interesting anecdotes, if you have any. All right. Now, if you don't have anything, I don't want any nonsense.
Just look over there.
No, it'll have to be.
I'll pretend I'm invested in.
Give us a kind of an interesting face there for those of people who are looking at.
If you were to introduce me, Peter, how would you go about it?
Dylan.
Just Dylan. Dylan. Will we leave it at that?
Yeah,
it's good, isn't it?
Dylan. Okay, so that's the intro there. And if you're a man of few words, Dylan.
Yeah, I suppose I am. I mean,
not your ideal podcast guest, but I love you nonetheless.
I mean, I am your guest. You need to involve me in the conversation. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to contribute.
So you're just here to answer questions?
Not necessarily. When the opportunity arises or comes towards me, I'll engage myself.
And so far, you've had nothing to bring to the table.
Well, the body language now of yourself so far has been kind of like towards Pete.
Yeah.
And now I'm over here. You know, it needs to be more open.
Can I just say, you're not a great middleman.
All right, okay. I'm a main man. Correct. You are correct.
Not a great middle. You should be middling in there. You should be involving the two of us.
Well, I was bringing you onto the stage, mate. How can I bring you onto the stage and involve you? Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Can I say that's a great point? What are you on about?
Yeah.
Dylan?
Me?
Yeah. What are you
You're asking.
about?
You were getting Peter involved. You were bringing him to the audience, and you were giving out about me not being present while you were
100%. Answer that.
No. Yeah.
That's what he's doing now. He's trying to turn the two of us against us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you, man. Start looking at that television.
So let's just critique this. You're criticising me for not having much to say, all the while you're introducing Pete to the podcast.
I'm just saying,
That's
right?
bad for me.
You're a
I actually
podcast-
want an apology.
Well, you're not getting one because you're a podcast guest, right?
But he could
I-
be going over previous episodes too, aren't you, Cornelius? Not just the last 5 minutes.
Correct. It's
Correct.
an intro, mate. I'm
Yeah.
saying you could come in with something like a little. Oh, he's looking particularly homeless.
It'd be very rude of me to,
Yeah, but it's
during Peter's
factual, like,
intro.
look
Do you know
at
what I
the
mean?
state of him.
I think
I've had an early morning start.
He's looking very well
I
this
did.
morning.
You think he's looking?
Yeah,
very
there's
well?
nothing wrong. He's
Thank
got the
you.
hair gel. He's getting the beard grow.
That's not hair gel.
Can I?
Is that hair gel?
that's water, yeah.
That was Bill cream.
Yeah,
Water.
Well, you would see.
Who are you to criticise? You have a fucking tissue up your nose. What are you
Two
talking about?
tissues, I know.
2 tissues up your nose. The audacity of this man to criticise me.
Lads, it's as simple as this, alright? Are ye fucking patrons or what? The two of you. Do you know, this is what
Can I just say I'm a former one? This lad has never
Well,
even signed up.
I'm very closely entering debt at the moment with the amount of bets that I'm losing on this podcast. I don't
me on
have.
nicely, actually. Do you know what, lads? The way the bets are going, I don't need your fucking patronage. Just give me what you owe me, actually, please. Thank you very much. What's the sound? Joel, what's that? The jingle? Is it Christmas? Is Santa on the roof?
I'll be honest with
Ho,
you.
ho, ho.
There
There's
you
a
are.
crisp- There you go.
Good. Look at that. See, I brought this kid up right, okay? That's integrity, right? Integrity.
Are you slagging my parents?
I brought him up right anyway. That's all. Did you give me the tenner?
Yeah, so I give you
No
the...
gold in that now.
No, there's either €1 coins or €2 coins. Yeah.
All right, okay.
If I had my way, it'd be all the €1 coins, but I just couldn't find them.
Well, look, that's for the best that I skillfully.
Absolutely no skill in that. There was fucking pot.
Pure pot luck,
It was
exactly,
pure
Pete.
pot luck.
Yeah.
It was pure- Oh, no, it wasn't.
Oxford United versus Preston. Who would have thought? What was it?
Well-
3-2?
Right.
Was it
It
3-2?
was 4-2.
4-2.
And
I mean,
what I will say is there was a bit of thought in it. Will I give you my thought process?
Go for it.
I was originally going for West Brom because I was like, yeah, I think they'll win. But then I was thinking to myself, they probably will win. 1-0, 2-0. They won 2-0. And I
I
was
just
like,
can't stop looking at the tissue, man.
yeah.
It's-
Like for those who are watching on YouTube, like, you know, pull up your pants. That's what I would say. Pull up your pants and stop fondling away with yourself there. This is just the way I am. All right, today. At least I couldn't talk about a half an hour ago with sneezing, man. And
Yeah.
I remember my sister Mary, God rest her soul. She's still with us, but God rest her soul at the same time. You know, give her a bit of rest into that soul. She was sick one time above in Clover Hill. Do you want to say anything about Clover Hill?
good fond memories there. Yeah. Many a childhood memory I've spent up there.
Where's the over here?
PlayStation 2 games, Neve cooking us sausage sandwiches while you're on the dole. Because you couldn't make them in your own place for me, so we had to go up to Nana's house.
Well, I just didn't have any money to pay for them because I had no patrons.
Yeah. So you
Well, I
had to
had no
get your-
podcast at the
Tell
time.
him about that link.
so you had to get poor younger sister Neve to make us sausage sandwiches, Diet Coke.
These are your memories, are they?
They're memories that are sticking out to me anyway, Clover Hill.
You weren't
yeah.
expecting that, were you, Cornelius?
no.
Well, he did ask me.
This has backfired in a big way. This is well, like I suppose
Do you remember FIFA 08?
I remember it well by
Great times, yeah.
great
yeah,
times,
yeah.
and I remember playing. What other video games did we play?
I remember begging you to play The Lord of the Rings Return of the King, and you got so fed up with it towards the end of it. You did
Yeah.
not want to play anymore.
You kind of, you know, that kind of happens when you play 19 or 20 hours of a game, like, you know.
Is that what you were doing before you were collecting me
Like,
from Mom's house?
Well, yeah, that was it. Yeah. I'd collect you from your mother's house, having played 19 or 20 hours of FIFA. No, but that's what you'd want to pay. You'd be like but that again, you were a kid. I suppose. Look, these are memories, Clover Hill. You know?
This is the grandparents'
How
house.
is it you're not chiming in here with some witty repertoire?
Oh, I
You're
just,
just over there laughing away, giggling away at yourself. Nothing to say for yourself.
no, the
I'm
dole
in
was
here-
perfect. That dole comment
dole,
is just,
good.
yeah, that was.
Listen, I'm not going to knock the dole. The dole, fucking, I had to be on the dole because I couldn't get any work and I was trying to be a comedian and it was like, there was no money in comedy at the time and I had to,
You had to do what you had to do.
I had to do what you had to do. Like,
Yeah.
like
I wouldn't turn my nose up at the door. That's, you know.
how dare you turn the nose up at the door? I completely agree with you. You're
mean,
actually looking like, I take that back about the homeless look off you.
Yeah, but you never complimented. You follow up. Yeah, I'm looking like what?
You look like, do you know what, man? You look like you could be on the dole.
And there's nothing wrong with that,
And
yeah?
there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with
There's I tell you, some of the happiest days of my life were on the dole.
Sure, half your patronage, they're probably on the door.
They probably are. Yeah. thanks.
Talk us through what a typical day of you being on the dole would consist of.
Back
Let's
in-
say now.
Give me a year. Give me a year.
No, I won't give you. I'll give you an age now, or a certain age.
Okay,
bracket.
give
So
me an age
we're 32 years of age.
No, I was working at 32. I
Okay.
was working at 32.
30 or
I was
28, 27.
27. 27. I came home from England, and I was playing poker, which is like not a recognised job.
No, it wouldn't be, no.
Not a job, like, and I was drawing the dole, and I was starting my comedy. Tried to start my comedy career, So like it would have been in, like, it depends on, during the week I'd have been inside playing cards after doing maybe an open mic or two, and at the weekend then it would be if I had you, we'd probably go to Claude's.
Oh yes, soccer in the weekend.
Soccer. No wonder you're such a great soccer player now with Bor Celtic.
Thanks, Claude Menace.
Well,
he was never a fan of me,
out
actually.
there.
Is
You
he,
know?
is he still about, Claude?
I think he's retired.
Is he
But
retired?
his son's after taking over, I think.
Oh, very good.
Some coaching
You used
thing.
to love it, man.
I did.
Soccer.
Salute.
All the drives you got out to that place, man.
Mm.
Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, you wouldn't have been able to
Jeez,
do
you
it.
were an adequate dad after.
Sure, look, listen.
Adequate would be a good way.
Yeah,
to,
yeah,
I suppose.
I'll
Adequate.
take it. I'll take it. Adequate dad.
That's an
Well,
improvement.
look, what I'll do is I'll try and work better on the next two lads. Do you know what I mean? With your advice, you can help me along. How I failed you. You can be like, you failed me here, now don't do that with the boys here. So
I wouldn't do that, yeah.
I kind of love you right now, Dylan Thomas. You're my favorite in the room right now.
What do you mean?
Oh, Peter.
As a son. As a son.
As a son.
As a son. As a friend, I'm going to say Dylan as well.
Okay,
you
okay,
know.
okay, yeah. Well,
But as the next in line, Noelle, because she's in the house.
she's in the house, yeah.
And then after that, are we counting back?
Colleague?
Baxter is an entity, yeah. He will be an entity.
Take back. You're fourth.
I'm fourth.
You're very welcome to come into this podcast, Mr. Fourth Friend in the room. That's not in the room. There's only three of us in the
And
room.
one of them is a dog.
And one of them is a dog.
But here I am.
And you know what, man? The dole, I actually, honest to God, it was there when things were tough. Like, you know, you had like, there was no job. I couldn't get a job in what I wanted to do. Which
You were
was,
getting Linda
Could you,
McCarthy sausages.
let's
weren't
say
you?
now, like, could you have, like, got a job in any other bar?
Yeah.
Any other pub?
yes.
And would you have been earning more money from working Monday to Friday or whatever days you were offered than the dole?
Yes.
So why didn't you take that offer?
Because I'd be still working in a bar today, Dylan. Right? To this day, I'd still be working in a bar because I wouldn't have had the opportunities to get better at the career that I wanted. Which is stand-up.
So,
Because when you're working in the bar, for example, you do a lot of nighttime shifts. And
Okay.
it wouldn't be Monday to Friday in a bar.
Okay.
It would probably be like Thursday to Sunday.
okay,
And that's when the gigs were at. And also, it's what I
Okay.
wanted to do.
okay,
So you have to do in life what you want to do.
okay.
Now, I hope that has answered your question. Get the fuck out of my house and never come back here.
Would I be number?
You've gone up to number
I've
one.
gone up to number
You're
one.
number one. You're number one. You're
That's-
gone down to number. You're ahead of Baxter.
So
You're
I've
ahead of
surpassed
Baxter.
Noel.
Because I thought when you went to Texas, which was later on in your life,
I went
to do some twice. Okay, so
This
the
is
time
turned-
that I remember,
I don't know
I
what
think
this
I
is.
was around 10 or
This
11.
has turned into this is backfired to me now in a big long way. So what do you want me to say?
From what I'm gathering, and I may be incorrect, but what I think is the story here. You went to Texas the second time around to see Uncle Mike when you were doing the window washing.
Do you want? Will we get into my depression? Is that what you want? You
Yes,
want the people
please.
to know
Maybe,
about my
maybe,
depression?
maybe the
When
audience.
when I was on the edge of life, whether I wanted to live or not, and
Yeah, we could have 5 minutes
and
of
my
filler.
dad paid for tickets for me to go to Texas. He said, "Go over there, get into the sunshine, get away from everything. Life isn't too." But he looked after me, my dad and my mum. Is that what you want to hear? Do you want them to know all about that? Because I really thought this was a kind of a light, humorous podcast.
No, this is the perfect. This is the perfect.
How I
variable to
pulled
go.
myself back from the
Well,
and
wait.
Mike, who's listening, who's a patron to this, Mike O'Sullivan, who helped me at my darkest hours, pulled me back in from the prefaces, helped me, brought me into window cleaning, gave me a future, gave me hope, inspired me. I came back to Ireland a different man, a motivated individual. I set up a window cleaning company, and I was like, I'm going to work here now in something that can facilitate my comedy career.
Sorry, I just stifled the yawn. It's genuinely
No, I'm
tired.
answering these questions because I know you have a different concept in your own mind. I'm just setting your mind straight. That's why. So anyway, listen to me. Thanks for the €10. Let's do this week's bet.
I love when you're here, Dylan. That's fantastic.
Let's do this week's bet before he fucking comes out some more fucking gems from the past. I love you, Dylan. You're my favourite boy. I love you so much. You were brilliant in the soccer match for Bor Celtic last weekend.
He was very good. You were very good.
Thanks very much,
Very
guys.
good. Very good.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
No, in fairness, I like this lag, but when the man is good, man's good.
Will you come to a game sometime, Pete?
Yeah, definitely
Some
would.
weekend?
Yeah, we mind to watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked good actually. In fairness, I thought the whole snippet was quite good as well.
What the fuck is wrong with
Can we just say here now, this is the laptop that we're using, and of course it doesn't work.
Highly organised.
Yeah, I mean, you could have tested beforehand, surely.
Mm.
Yeah, so the mouse isn't working. I think it's frozen.
Oh, I guess we can't do another bet. What a shame.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I can remedy this, Dylan. Don't worry. Your money is the only reason that I bring you out here. You're a soft touch. Hang on a second.
Okay, he's got.
talking here now, lads. Come on, it's up to you to keep this podcast going.
What? I like the glasses. Yeah, very nice. So how are you getting on? In
Very good, Pete.
very
Yeah.
See, this is just sums him up, really. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
He's just so totally disorganized.
Yeah, I don't know what to say,
Yes,
really.
for
We should
this
do our own
podcast.
podcast, really.
Yeah.
We could just,
Yeah.
it'll just be better, more popular.
Yeah.
We get more than 6 patrons in it. So, oh, he's back, yeah, no, very good. It's good to have you back, mate.
I know. What were you saying?
He's
No,
changed tissue or anything.
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
What's your problem with me today now? Have
No,
I done something to you?
I was showing some care.
In a
Don't
really
you-
weird, strange way.
No, I just thought you might need to refill.
Yeah, no, I thought that was nice. I think you're just too sensitive now.
Because whenever I'm struggling with a stuffy nose, I'd have to substitute out the tissue for a new one. Like, do you know what I mean? It gets filled up with the
I
mucus.
suppose,
So I was actually just
that
being
just
thoughtful.
I suppose it just goes to show that everybody's different.
okay. So you could take them out, sorry, would you?
I've already taken them out and I put them in freshly before I came in here. What's the fucking problem? What's the problem? Man? Have you got issues? Do you want to take off your top and go at it? Like, fucking, we go 3 rounds. Pete, you
He'll have you done in 30 seconds.
doesn't matter. I'll use a weapon.
Okay, so let's have a look. Where are we at?
I know exactly the bet I wanted to do. I had it all.
Oh, it's
lined
your
up
turn,
here.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's my turn. So this is the crack. So it's my turn to pick the bet.
Yeah.
I'm also going last
Okay.
in what I'm choosing within the bet.
Oh, fair enough.
So that there's no one, like, we'll say if I was like the Premier League, Man United, and you're like, oh yeah, I'll go Man United as well. So then
That's
it's nice.
fair. I can't argue
And
with it.
then your bet is the next week then.
Yeah.
If you're losing too much money and you want to sit out the next podcast, that's no problem. I can get someone in with a tenner, like, you know, but I'm looking for a mark.
I thought you
Well,
were.
the only reason why you're holding me here so for this podcast is to gain easy money.
Yeah. That's the only reason, Dylan.
I thought he knew.
I thought he was. Okay.
Okay, let's have a look.
And you're wondering now when I'm going at you with digs and things like that. Some things don't change.
Really love you, Dylan.
He's fair game.
I had it now. So it's what I'm doing, right, is Cork GA fixtures this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And I'm going to start at senior.
Okay.
And if we can't agree on senior, we're going to go down the grades.
Very good.
Very fair.
No, I can't argue that
Right,
now.
so that's junior. I think senior at the bottom.
Okay.
All the last matches are on this week. I hope you understand this, Dylan, now. And if you want to sit out, that's not an option. Wait a second now. Junior. We're still on junior there now. See, I had it all bloody lined up on the fucking laptop.
Yeah, I know, yeah, but the laptop's not working, so
Is it the mouse or the laptop that's not working?
Both seem to be fucking frozen there now.
we could just power off, power on. Yeah. You literally hit the power button, keep your finger on the power button, it'll just turn off. Yeah.
Do you need to get Noel to do this for you?
There we go.
Okay, well it's off now, so we can turn it back on again there in
Yeah.
a second.
That's the job.
So if you're still listening to this podcast, guys, I'd just like to say thank you
forgot
so
about them,
much,
to be honest, actually.
especially to the new patron, Michael. For those of you who want to listen to the whole saga of me going to Texas, there's loads of episodes of that about, you know, when I was really depressed and stuff like that. One
of my favourites, actually, yeah.
Suicidal and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you signed up, you could listen.
But I don't think I need to delve too much into that.
I can't. I'm going mad, lads. I'm actually. One second. Competition sort.
Wait, are we going football or hurling, Cornelius?
It's football this weekend.
Okay, football, very good,
So,
yeah. I have a chance here.
It gives you some sort of a.
Yeah, a little bit.
But I'm the same, really. Oh, here we go. I think it's senior football championship. So yeah, okay. So senior football championship.
Right.
So just simple, pick a winner. Right. Here are the teams that are playing. Ballincollig are playing Éire Óg. Castlehaven are playing Carbery Rangers, local derby. Clonakilty and St Michael's, city against the country. Douglas and Mallow.
I'd go. Can I pick one?
Yeah.
Right, so I'd go with.
Do you want to see all the
I don't mind. Yeah. I
It's
just
you
had
might
one in
change
mind.
it. Go on, I bet you I know who you're going to go for.
Well, I'm going to go for Mallow against Douglas.
Against Douglas, okay.
Yeah.
All right, okay. And Mallow won the first round, drew the first game, and won the
And
second
just
game.
to be clear, Douglas are already out. Okay, so just so you know.
Yeah, okay. So, Dill,
I'll go with the Bears.
the Bars are playing Valley Rovers, and I was going to go then with the underdogs down here, Nemo Rangers, where are they?
Up at the top, I'd say. There you go. Against Newcestown.
Yeah. So, right. So the issue here now is, right, so if Nemo win, Mallow win, and the Bars win, it's a tie.
Well, I can I say something? So obviously the Bars and Nemo would be a better team. So I think if Mallow won, if all three teams won, then the lesser. I should get the win because
Yeah.
they're the lesser team.
No, because it's not your it's not your week to decide.
I'm just
So
offering a
I
suggestion.
have,
He's very prickly today, isn't he? Dude?
Yeah, he
He's
is
fucking
big time.
very prickly.
I have the
And
answer.
what would constitute Mallow being lesser now than the two other victors? Then we'll say. Why would Mallow be?
Well, Bars be a very, very good team, and so would Nemo. So they just won it previously as well. Mallow haven't won the fucking Mallow. Have Mallow got out of the group stage recently?
They drew the first one. No, I don't think so.
You see, that's what I'm saying. So Finn Bars and Nemo would be the top two teams in the county, whereas Mallow haven't even got out the group stage.
Well, I'm entering this bet now without any previous knowledge at all. I'm just going off a whim.
Yes.
But that's a good
So,
call.
do you know what I
Bars are a good team. Yeah, they're a very
Yes,
solid
but
team.
so my caveat is if all three teams win, we go to the next round of matches, right, which are on this weekend, which is the Senior A.
Okay.
One second now. I'm not too far. Which are, I've got too far. So, which are Senior A, that's Junior A. That's Intermediate. And this is Senior A, right? And we pick your team then in Senior A. So, you've got Mallow.
I've got Mallow,
You've
yeah.
got the Bars. I've got Nemo. If all those three teams win, we go down to Senior A. Bale, Altan, Gort. That's
Kishkim. Jeez, maybe we're playing Kishkim. Jeez,
That's a Gaeltacht team. I can't think of the name of them now.
fucking Kishkim. Kishkim and it's fucking Senior A. Fair fucking.
Carrigaline, Kilmatra.
We beat Carrigaline before.
Fucking 15 years ago now.
Back in the day, yeah.
Yeah.
Nicholas Murphy was playing, good player.
Cork Senior, midfield.
He's playing now with the Cork Masters.
Is he?
Yeah.
I'd love to go to a Cork Masters.
Yeah, over 40s. Used to be good, yeah.
Yeah. Dohoney's and O'Donovan-Varasa, Kenturkin for my Knocknagree Bishops down the Market Clyde or over.
Well, okay, so I'll go and Knocknagree. Since I got the worst team out of the fucking...
By choice, of
the
course.
other
Okay.
one. By choice, yeah. I went from them.
Dylan, do you know what's great here now is that you're attacking him and you're leaving me alone. You know, we should form an alliance. You only should we? We should.
I think I'll go solo.
We would do.
It'll turn us the title turn again at some stage again. And two of you will be at me.
Okay.
Yeah, we never say negative to each, you know.
Like I'm on your side here. Like, do you know what I mean? Come on, son. What'll we go for here? What you want?
We can't go for the same team.
No, we can't.
Am I going next?
Yeah, you go next.
Keep going down there. So,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, Jesus.
That's
yeah.
all right, son. Don't worry at all about it. Sorry for going.
We
to
all make
America.
mistakes, don't we?
We do. Sorry for going to America.
How long were you gone for?
3 months only, like, but yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
At least I'm here to tell you anyway. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we left him at
Don't forget 2 stints in America.
Well,
But anyway.
or
Or England as well. Anyway.
yeah, okay.
London.
Yeah, London.
during your formative years, probably.
Formative years, yeah. I
You
didn't
turned
have
out
a
alright,
thought. I didn't have a thought to figure it out for those formative years. But anyway, I will go with Newmarket against Clyde Rovers.
Fucking, I was going to go for them. So you can't go. So that what happens there then is it goes down. Oh, that's all non void. That's the Newark team. So it goes to the next competition.
Oh, great, yeah.
Who have you picked?
No, it doesn't matter because we were going for the same team. I was going for the market and
don't-
Clyde as well. So his team.
Hold on now. You should have to go for another team though.
Yeah, I think so too, yeah.
No. If you listen to the back to the podcast, once again, I have to fucking get you numbskulls tuned in. I was like, it goes down the division. I'm going last, and then if the team that I picked, one of you picked, then we go down the division.
Would you not just pick a different team?
No, because that's the team. I want to win, you see. I'm trying to teach you a thing here. Son.
But you also said you were going to go for the Bears in the first round, in the Premier or whatever division they're fucking in.
No, I did not.
You did. You said you would have
I
went for the
said I was
Bears.
going to Nemo Rangers.
Take it back.
Yeah. Okay, what?
I'll take it back.
I think the word you're looking for is... Oh, look, someone's just after coming in there now.
I can't believe this.
Patron.
Okay.
Oh, my God. Someone just came in there now and signed up on an old patron.
Not
Just
a fiver?
patron as we were on. Oh, my God. This is embarrassing. And you're not...
Did you have that set up? Is that Noel back there?
Well, unless...
She's best friends with Hazel. That's been
Dylan,
planned
how
out.
many Hazels are out there, like... Jesus. There's no trust in this relationship at all, lads. Maybe it's because all those years that I was... Look, that's Dry Eyes Connie Get Drops. Oh, all right, okay. That is actually just the crack that's going on in the patron lounge right now. Okay, so we're going down into Premier Intermediate football, okay?
Okay, Premier Intermediate, that
so
we can do.
So we've got Bantry Blues, Navalbon, Castleton Bear, Rockchapel.
Good game here, Kilshannig Macroom.
Yeah.
I'll go with Kilshannig, just they're doing so well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kilshannig.
Yeah, against Macroom.
It's in Kenturk. We've got Evie Leary and Nahabullock.
Jeez,
Evo's second team in Bandon, Illan Rovers and Nahada Dillon, Castleton Bear, Rockchapel, Bantry Blues, Navalbon. What you think, Dill?
I'll go Evie Larry.
Evie Leary. Okay, we've got a clear winner here now. So I'm going to go for Bantry Blues there.
Bantry Blues.
All right. So I think we should be okay, right?
A lot of avenues now to the spec.
But this is just it's just a trickle down.
Well, it's only 2 teams. I have Mallow and I have Kilshannig.
Yeah. I've got Nemo and Bantry. And you've got the Bars and Evie Leary.
Yeah.
All
so it's
right.
not too bad, yeah.
So it all worked out well in the end, lads.
Got there.
We're still all friends, I hope. Still hope that we
So the
can
tension is
have
dissipated here, yeah?
a relationship now.
What's the idea behind the singing? Why do you break out into song?
It kind of eases the tension.
I didn't feel any tension though. It's all light-hearted crack amongst us all. Like,
Yeah, I think so too.
there's no there's no.
Maybe I want to be a singer, Dylan. Maybe I'm going to go to Texas for a couple of months and fucking try and find myself.
Might go
Find
to
yourself.
England first for a couple of years.
Well, for 18 months, yeah.
Yeah.
2 years.
2 years, yeah. You might do that first.
Maybe I want to be a singer. Okay, what's wrong with having hopes and dreams? What's wrong with going for shooting for the stars? Might hit the tops of the mountains, but at least you're further along the
At
way.
least you tried.
And at least you tried. Like Pete should know, he's a great trier. That man is trying all his life.
I try very hard.
He's a trier.
But a lot of things.
So would you prefer if I stop singing?
Ooh, can I have a look at
No,
this?
no, genuine curious. Like you break out into song. I was wondering what was the reason for it.
Yeah. What's that?
Just look at your sold out shows there.
Let's get it updated. And let's get it updated. Killarney wasn't sold out.
Where
Cancelled,
where in
cancelled.
Carsiveen are you doing your gig? I was there not so long ago.
They're old gigs now. So
Oh, okay.
Carsiveen was I tell you something going off there now.
Going off now, yeah.
And we have what we have to remember as well, lads, is that people are listening to this as well and they don't know what we're referring to. We're just looking at posters there, guys. They're like we're like fucking 3 dopes in a room. Oh look, there's a fly.
Lad, I forgot we were doing the thing in front of the camera.
At least the internet seems to be working again.
Your
now.
network is vulnerable. Okay, that's a promising start there for yourself.
Do you have a booster here?
No.
We should invest in
I
a booster. You can use that €20 now for the
If I get
booster.
a few fucking more patrons to sign up, Dill, maybe I will. How about yourself? Got 5 to 6 quid a week.
I mean, you're making tenner off us every week. So I fucking do well there.
So lads, I don't know, is there much more to talk about really? I've nothing else to say anyway. We've the bet done. Any news with yourself?
No, I was looking up some fella, right, some fucking industrialist from back in the day in the 90s.
Who's that?
He was kind of a Jewish lad. And there was a big fire in one of his companies. He had massive staff, like, I don't know, 20,000, 3,000. There's a difference between 3 and 20,000. But
There's
it's huge.
17,000 of
There was a huge staff there, and guess what he did? Place burned down. Heading over to Christmas. What would you do now if that was your company, like?
Say that again now.
So he had a big building. It was a big fucking, I don't know what to do, involved in textiles or something.
Okay.
Huge fire.
He
so
owned this building.
He owned the building, yeah. So he owned the company. It was passed down by his, I think it was in his family for generations.
Was it insured?
Insured,
Yeah.
yeah. So he got insurance money. Heading into Christmas.
Yeah.
There was thousands now. It could be anywhere between it's huge. It could be 3. We'd say 3,000. So 3,000,
Okay.
but I think it's more. I think it's a lot more. Heading into Christmas, no work to go to. So obviously the place is burnt to the ground. What would you do?
If I had access to the money, I would. What I probably would do is I would try and go look. My place is after burning down. There, talk to the staff. Go look. This is after burning down, so we obviously have no jobs. Tough shit. No, I would like pay them over Christmas, and I would say, look, I'm going to pay you for a month. So give you maybe 2 months. We'll say depends if the buyout was good. Maybe 3 months. Give them 3 months salary and go start looking for a job, lads, because this place is gone.
No, what did he rebuild the premises? But what he did do, you're right. He actually fucking gave them Christmas bonuses.
Yeah.
Paid the wages for months on end. Cost the company 25 million, and kept the lads in a job.
And to this day, that factory is...
No, he actually was removed as CEO. Yeah, and the company filed for bankruptcy after.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So it's amazing. Like, so he said, "Sure, what am I going to do with the money? Buy another suit?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was really, really nice. You know, that's very unusual. Like.
Yeah.
At the time, a lot of companies were downsizing as well. So there you go.
Yeah.
It's a good story.
Yeah.
That's
There
kind
you
of an
go.
upbeat.
Yeah.
See, that's the kind of stuff that, like, listen, that's a good segment now. Uplifting.
Especially, yeah, that was good, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
You did a bit of research into that. No?
Like I actually, yeah, I
Maybe
was
it's
on the
a-
toilet and I was like, Jesus, stumbled upon this there.
Brilliant. And you memorised it and you had, no, the details
You
were
know, my
vague
slow or
enough.
what? Like,
Like-
yes, I memorized. I committed to memory and I recited it here.
When the details were sketchy, you didn't know if it was like 20,000 or 3,000. Like,
It was large
it was
workforce.
a bit, yeah, you didn't know the name of the company or the name of the person.
Mills.
You like
Mills.
Right, okay. This is all come out after.
Yeah, and the lad name was a Stein. Most Jewish lads are Steins. I think it was
Or Berg.
Aaron something Stein.
Steinberg. But anyway, as I said, your regurgitation of that story that you glanced upon while having a poo is the type of work ethic that gets you onto the hot seat here on Thursdays.
You're
here on
I
Thursday
didn't make.
for no-
I didn't make the opera house though.
You did. You were at it.
I was. Yeah. As a,
Did you go?
I did. I was a spectator.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even collect the billets or the pieces of paper
Yeah,
that the layman would say.
You wouldn't want to do that though.
That was a tough gig.
Yeah.
That was a
After the
tough
way he
gig.
treated you, I wouldn't have gone to support at all.
Yeah, I know, but I felt guilty. I looked at the numbers. The numbers were very poor.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Jesus, if I don't come in, that's fucking. That's like I myself and Clown made up about 1/20th of the audience."
They made up you made up maybe 2% of the audience, I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah, no, literally, yeah.
Yeah, 2%.
2% of the audience, yeah.
Fraction. A
Yeah,
fraction.
sure.
Good night.
And
Was it a good night?
It was. Do you know what?
Was it a good night? Did you enjoy the show?
We had a Mexican before, and the Mexican food was delicious.
Irrespective of the food, like from when you entered in,
What Mexican did you go to?
Cafe Mexicana.
No, we actually didn't go there. There was a kind of a Mexican place inside of a pub, believe it or not, but they were kind of facilitating the Mexican food. It was weird. But it was really nice. Even Clow, who's be very harsh critic of Mexican food, she gave it like a 10.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Wow.
Full marks.
enchiladas.
Full marks.
Oh, I
Full marks.
love enchiladas.
Yeah, and they kind of burnt around the sides, just crispy. Oh, it was lovely.
Oh,
Yeah.
son, you want to go out for an enchilada sometime?
Let's do it.
Make up for those.
Right after the podcast. Make up for last time.
Last time. I'm gonna write you a poem and a song. For
You can have
next week.
enchilada for every year he's missing your life.
Are you buying?
That's 2 enchiladas.
You can buy.
Look, I'm just going to say once again, I'm not perfect, okay?
Definitely. Say it again.
I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
And in the past, there was a lot of imperfection. But here I am in my podcast, trying to make it up to you. Would you like to go for an enchilada with me after the podcast? Would you like to go for an enchilada with me after
What's the
the
difference between an enchilada and a burrito?
difference between a
I think one
burrito
has kind of
and enchilada?
cheesy type thing. I don't know.
Don't know.
Sure, not. Sure, I meant to know.
I love that answer. Is a brilliant. That is a Peter answer. Like, you started off and then you were like, actually, I don't know. Actually, no. It's with 2 ships and a giraffe.
A right
Actually,
angle.
I don't know.
No idea.
But
See, I like Mexican food, but I'm a bland eater, like, so I wouldn't really know the difference between all the different types. You can get the enchiladas, the tacos, you can get the burritos.
Order one of each.
One of each, yeah.
Yeah.
definitely.
And you can
tacos
compare
are
them.
nice.
Oh.
Enchiladas are nice.
Yeah.
Nachos are nice.
Yeah, Mexican food is delicious.
Mm.
Proper Mexican,
Yeah.
authentic.
See, my idea now of a Mexican is getting a burrito with just rice, cheese, and chicken.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That.
Burrito, in probably your sense, probably it's an Irish burrito is a lot different from a Mexican burrito. Mexican burritos are.
I don't know, he's going to go.
They're very long.
Where are you from?
Burrito,
Fucking
burrito.
Mexico City. Burrito. Burrito.
Sorry, I've introduced the culture to the audience.
Burrito. Yeah, that was a good one there when we kind of bonded against him, wasn't
A
it?
Mexican burrito, boy. So they're actually long and crispy in Mexico, whereas here they're filled with stuff. What the fuck are you laughing at? You asked me a question. I meant to be quick. You're true, we go fuck yourself. Back to the TV again, go over.
Burrito. Oh god, it's just good to have it all off me for a while and onto someone else.
I swear, anything that's different, they just laugh at, like, you know.
I love a burrito myself. Okay, and an enchilada. I love an enchilada.
Anyways,
And
back,
rice is
back,
nice
back
as
to your show.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it was good, yeah. No, in fairness.
But what did you think of it? All jokes aside, what did you think of the first half with Chris and the questions? Like, because I am definitely thinking I'm going to do more of live podcasts.
Oh, you do
next
live
year.
podcast? Jeez, I have a load of notes for you, so.
Okay, go on. So give me one
In front of them.
Sure, go on, give me 1 or 2. Sure, we were only making it up as there was a lot of planning went into it.
No,
We
I
had a lot
can
of
say,
it
I
up.
can say that was no, actually,
I
that was
wrote
good.
my questions an hour before the show.
I'll tell you questions. They're good, actually. I thought that the yeah, I mean, I thought the collected the billets was weird. You know, it should have been like I tried to hand like piece of paper to Dan at half time. Like he should have collected those at half time, shouldn't
Yeah.
he? So just for the lads that weren't there, okay, which was probably everybody, piece of paper was very empty.
206 people,
Two-
whatever.
No,
Wednesday night, back to school week, literally. Go on.
I mean,
They
yeah,
were delighted with me. They were like, they're already saying, do you want to do the next one? But yeah, whatever.
did they?
Yeah.
Gee, that's very good.
You could be making that up.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
And sure, look, listen.
that's a
I
given.
mean, you like I'm going to work hard to gain your trust again.
Is your work cut out for you?
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll make it happen. Would you like a Diet Coke with that enchilada afterwards? Or would you like a burrito?
Burrito. You guys are going to play catch and everything after. That'd be nice. Or kick a few points.
Fancy a game of catch after?
Or a hurl.
For about 5 minutes, I got a lot of things on.
Typical.
There's a flight to catch.
And I gotta play a game of cards.
Yeah, after Texas. But that's what I would. I quicken that up. I quicken that process up. That fucking walking to.
I think the second half dragged too long because of that. But yeah, I think it went on too long, and I think that was a bit clumsy. But we were just figuring it out.
Yeah, trial and error. Yeah.
The way they did it, so like it was for those who don't know, we got the audience to write down questions, and then we had Dan come along and collect the questions. But I had actually asked Dan to do something different to what he did. I'd asked him to go to the person and let the person read out the question themselves.
Oh, I think
Dan
that
kind of took it and was performed like.
I'd rather Dan's version because you get some fella who'd be like, you won't be able to hear them, won't speak properly, they'll be mumbling. You'd be like, what? No, that could be good for comedy, but then it'll be just you're relying too much on an audience member being able to speak. No offense to audience members, but sometimes they're just too nervous or don't want to.
Yeah.
What I would have done now, I would have literally just got the tickets or the piece of paper at half time. I would have read through the questions that are interesting. I would have made up a few questions because I just wanted the lads there, the audience want you guys just to fucking talk.
Yeah.
So the questions aren't really, who cares if they're real, fake, indifferent, whatever. Like, so I would have done that.
It was too clunky because I went to the audience 3 times. I think you're right. I think we should have done it like how they do it in the improv panto is you write it at half time, you put it into the basket, and then a beep goes off and we go up and pick out.
But that's because but it doesn't. It's like a mind reader who's just getting information from a piece of paper. People don't care if you know the answer or the question beforehand. They just want to know what you guys are saying.
Yeah.
So that's what I think. I think you guys were kind of in. I don't know. You wanted to make sure it's kind of ad-libbing off the cuff, but that wasn't necessary. That element for me, anyway.
Yeah. No, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think that part. Like I liked the first part where. Sorry, no, Dylan. Just explaining what happened. Right. So,
fine.
so I came out and did 15 minutes stand up. Chris did 15 minutes stand up, and then and we're still going for that enchilada. Don't you worry about that. And then and you can get a toy afterwards if you want, and ice cream. And what was I saying?
You had me an ice cream and a fucking toy.
Oh yeah, 3 questions for Chris after or a few bits, and then that was 40 minutes. And I thought that was nice and tight. And then I should have just done questions with the audience at the start and then brought out the guests.
Yeah, see, I just think there was a whole reliance of I suppose the audience being funny and the questions being funny or interesting.
Yeah, and some of them were shit.
And some of them were poor. But but in fairness, you're relying on the audience. You know, but that's the way it is. Whereas your questions were good.
Yeah.
You know, to Chris, they were interesting.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
You know, so I'd be maybe 1 or 2 questions at the end, maybe Q&A. That's what I would have done, rather than relying solely on the audience members for the second half. But that's a simple thing, isn't it?
And that's just that's a simple twist. Yeah. That's a simple twist. But like with the second half, then we brought out Noelle came out first, and
she was very good.
Fucking, I thought she was brilliant.
And do you know what I like about her as well? Yeah, it's a complete rawness. Do you know, whereas you guys are on stage all the time.
Yeah.
So
did you record it?
So the whole thing was recorded, and unfortunately, lads, you won't be able to see it because it's going up exclusively for the patrons. So
did you record it?
Yeah, it's all recorded. Yeah.
Sure, I was there and I see.
Yeah. Well, you won't see the magic back now on Patreon for only $5. It's
not
up there yet, so if you're thinking of signing up, please do. It'll be up in the next week or 2.
That's pretty
the
good.
link is in the bio. So the whole thing is done, and it was done professionally because Chris is having a documentary made about himself at the moment, being offline, and the fellow who's making his documentary filmed my special at Christmas or after Christmas. David is his name, and he texted me on the day and he said, if you want, I'll send you the whole thing when I've edited afterwards.
That's pretty cool.
And I was like, that's amazing, thank you very much.
Very good.
So I'm going to give it to the patrons because there were a lot of patrons at it, but I know there's a few patrons overseas and stuff like that, and I'll eventually put it up on my YouTube channel down the line, but I'm going to just put it up on
so they can just wait for that rather than pay.
They could, yeah, but like I'm talking about years. I'm talking about like decades, and I may or may not do that, but it'll be definitely up on the Patreon very soon. For all you guys who I love you so much, thanks for signing up and keeping abreast.
That's nice of you.
Yeah, sure.
But you've been paid for it as well, though, so we can't neglect that. Like,
no,
you know, you wouldn't do it other way.
Well, no,
and it's good content as well.
Yeah, it's great, and I'll clip it up into clips. And stuff like that.
Well, you won't. Noel will.
Well, yeah, but I'll give her the timestamps.
You should
I'll have to do the hard work of watching it and go this.
Oh, you're doing that, are you?
That's actually that is time consuming, but like not the G. No, you just turn up here and sit down and fucking give out to me about my.
But we're the superstars, so we're like them.
Well,
Lionel
like
Messi
you initiated it. No, at the very start of the podcast,
Yeah.
you were on my neck.
Yeah.
You were giving out to me
Yeah.
for not participating while you were giving Peter his intro.
Yeah.
So, like, if you hadn't gone at me, if you hadn't attacked me, if you hadn't
100%.
aggravated me or anything, you would have had a much more relaxing, enjoyable podcast.
Completely
So I'm just saying, look, maybe you haven't learned from your actions, and you need to begin.
Does he ever learn?
Do you want chips with your enchilada?
No, I don't like chips.
Yeah, okay.
Remember that?
But if you round it, well,
don't
you
like
should
chips.
know
I
that.
should know if
Yeah.
I suppose he was missing once again your formative years.
Literally the last podcast. Don't like chips.
Like, actually, I was talking about the American type of chips, which is potatoes.
But
like them?
we're in
I like
Ireland.
them either.
I actually dislike them even more than chips.
Yeah.
It's like he doesn't know anything about
Do you
me.
want handy?
Yeah.
He won you back with that.
No, you brought okay, look. All right, we have to finish up this podcast, but you have given us a lovely kind of insightful wishy-washy story about some fellas building burning down in Holland and him going bankrupt.
Oh, yeah, I meant to say it was in America.
It was in America.
Yeah, it was in America. I don't know
alright,
where you got
I
Holland
know it
from.
well. I know it
Yeah,
well.
I
was
think
there
it-
twice. But
Cleveland. No, it's all coming back to me.
it's all coming back to him. Cleveland. And that was a great story, and I thank you
you.
so much. So, and obviously...
Should I head away, so?
No, you talked about the Opera House then as well, and like I'm here now. So, just to give him his dues there now. What little bit of a scale have you got for the podcast?
I suppose I just want to congratulate the Boher Celtic women's team on their win yesterday, I suppose.
Selfless.
Selfless, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
You don't tend to do that, though. You don't congratulate anyone. It's just all your
It's
world.
all him.
What's Cornelius doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did
Well,
I do this week?
Yeah.
I actually,
That's all.
if you look at my Facebook page, man,
You actually what?
may as well just show you there.
Yeah, let's have a look at your...
You're going to show
so
the
is
audience.
it all- is it
But that's
all-
what I wanted to bring to your viewership. Do you know?
That's right.
What I was going to bring.
Very
you know.
kind.
Thanks, Pete.
Very
It's all
kind, yes.
business, is it, Pete? Or is it Dylan? It's all business.
Okay, let's have a look.
All business.
Anything for charity, I suppose. That.
Yeah.
Wait, who's this?
That's myself and Shauna.
His girlfriend who won for Boher Celtic shared it.
Oh, Shauna was playing.
Shauna, yeah.
He described her to me yesterday.
She's like a Roy Keane sort of player.
Go away.
She sits in front of this. She got booked on Monday, but
Cool.
she didn't get booked now yesterday. She kind of plays in the number 6 role
On the edge.
on the edge, yeah, just in front of the centre halves.
Fuck it, love it.
Yeah.
Aggressive.
Tell us about the
Yeah.
game last night. It is a sports podcast after all.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Game,
Ladies
yeah.
soccer, Boher Celtic.
It was 2-1. Boher Celtic went up 1-0. Great goal from Kathleen.
You know Kathleen.
I do.
Kathleen O'Brien.
Yeah.
Fantastic player.
that. Yeah, very good.
Kathleen must be in her 30s, late 30s now, I'd say.
I don't ask people their ages.
Okay, I was just making conversation like that. That it's very good that someone in their later stages are still being brilliant. But
Well, a lot
I
of
guess
them. Well, a lot of them would be.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Continue on, Dylan, please.
Don't be sorry. It's okay.
Just trying-
Yeah, so we went 2-1. We went up 1-0, and then we got a second goal in the second half. Great goal from Aoife. She ran the whole length of the pitch, put the ball in the net.
Brilliant.
Then they got an equaliser with about 10-15 minutes left to play.
So it was 2-2.
It was 2-1. It was 2-0 up. Boher Celtic won 2-0 up. They got a goal, and there was 10 minutes left to play, and they got a bit edgy then. But they held out, and it was great. But the game on Monday was probably one of the best matches I've ever seen. It was against Yall, who were favourites, I suppose, to win. But
The Boher ladies.
Boher ladies, yeah. It was just one of the most back and forth matches ever. It was great to watch. The keeper made some outstanding saves.
Who's the keeper?
Her name is Jen.
She's fair play.
Yeah.
How old is she?
I don't know. I'm assuming early 20s.
What's her star side?
But, yeah. My piece anyway is just that I want to congratulate the Boher Celtic.
So
women's
you're
team
giving
on
a match report. Your piece. Let's big it up.
Would you
now.
say mine was more entertaining?
Well, I'll tell
more of
you-
a human element.
Well, I'll tell you, I'll be the judge of this now, guys,
Yeah,
because
but
it's my
he's-
podcast.
Factual, great.
Little sports report today from Dylan about the Boher Celtic ladies and their triumph from the semi-final. He took time out to go to 2 games. One was in Bodfant and one was, where was last night?
Carrigaline.
Carrigaline.
A good hour's drive.
So you put a good hour's drive. So you put fuel into the
Still in
tank,
Cork.
and you went out physically to 2 matches that were. Did one go to extra time? Did the Monday go to extra time?
Monday went to extra time,
Yeah.
yeah. Last kick of the game was a penalty save as well from Boher Celtics. It was a handball. It was a free kick. Shauna gave away a free kick on the edge of the box, but
Yeah.
she had to rest her through on goal. She got a yellow card for it.
It's good for
Yeah.
you to give away, yeah.
And then they had, I think there were 4 or 5 in the wall, but they put the hand up to block the
City.
free kick.
Yeah.
And referee called a penalty. and the goalkeeper, she was kind of doing like an Onana, and she's like kind of pointing towards the kicker to
Oh,
put it
but
there.
yeah,
She
love
was
it.
gassed, like she had full of confidence. Anyway, saved it. It was almost like time froze then for the kicker because she saved it. She parried it out.
And did it freeze?
She froze. No one came in for the rebound or anything like that. It was like 2 or 3 seconds, and then Kathleen came in then. But it was a free kick out somehow. I actually don't know how the referee gave a free kick out because the ball was booted as if it was for a corner kick.
Yeah.
The all. Anyway, they took the free kick anyway, and the referee blew the whistle, and it was just jubilation. It was actually it was just a fantastic game. Really, it was just end to end. You all were very good.
That's a good finish, though. That's a good finish, though.
Boris, it was just a great team spirit, like from the Boris Celtic. They were just very united, like, and it's like they all had a role, like, you know, they all had every one of them just was very good, like, you know, it was great to watch, like, you know.
Yeah.
Female
That's
sports,
class.
it was
That's
very,
really good.
very, very entertaining game to watch, like,
Very
both
good.
of them were.
Oh, I would say that your little piece now today has saved this podcast, to be honest. And I'm not just saying that because of last time that we haven't banded down through the years, but I think you were the best on this podcast today. And I can't wait to go for enchiladas afterwards. But like, there was a lot of work and effort that went into that. You go to 2 matches, one with extra time. You drove out, you know. Whereas this fella just was on the phone.
Oh, you mean this fella?
Well, you just said you were on the phone on the toilet. You actually said it yourself.
Yeah, but I did fucking go on
Scrolling.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I see him there. The little Jewish lad fucking who changed the fucking community for the better.
I don't know, did he though? Like, did he? He only gave...
But they all lost their jobs eventually because
Yeah.
they went bankrupt. But the thought was there.
Bohor Celtic ladies winning a cup is way more interesting.
In their first season as well.
The first season.
Yeah, but he kept the guys alive.
Yeah, but like, you...
Like thousands of them.
Yeah, but
Between 3 and 20
you don't
odd
even
thousand.
know his surname.
There's a Shtay in there. So there's a Shtay in there somewhere. Fucking gentleman he is. He's dead now. Died in 95.
I'm relying on you big time, lads, to fucking bring content to this podcast. And I was impressed with your story.
Thank you very much.
Right? Until I heard a proper story. A live match report about... And this is a sports podcast as well.
It's a sports podcast. He had me at a sports podcast.
You know, we
He
did a
had me.
sports bet. We talked about sports. We had no sports talked about.
That reminds me
Until
about Chris Kamara. He has some sort of condition, doesn't he? No.
He does, yeah.
He's better now, though, isn't he? He's back.
better now, yeah.
He's back working in the media trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's back. With
Yeah.
Sky Sports, I think.
He's just good, isn't he? He's funny.
He's very funny.
He's
There's a-
very funny. I didn't realise he was.
He lost his speech or something.
That's
His speech
right,
was
yeah.
slow or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I must have looked at it. I don't know what the condition is. I didn't really look into it too much, but yeah.
No.
Sorry, you were saying.
I know. I don't
Yeah.
know. But look, listen. I think it's time for me to.
If you want to see more of Cornelius Patrick O'Sullivan, then check out his comedy show, A Bird in a Hand, which is in Youghal on Saturday, the 21st of September.